So let's try this again. Welcome back to Resistance Chicks. I'm your host, Michelle. I don't know why I was having technical difficulties before. Our internet is having issues, and our internet is not supposed to have issues. So let's hope that we can get this up and running again. All right, here we go. We are back. And what you missed was that I was kind of excited about, excited is not the right word, but I'm just laughing so hard. Redneck survivalists. These are not the trolls you're looking for. As a Star Wars fan, that was the best meme thumbnail that I could come up with. So anyway, let's have a little chat. Raise your hand if you were here earlier today for our live streaming Sunday show. I was here. And raise your hand if you were watching the chat. We did have a few trolls come to visit our channel. Now, these are not your regular trolls. I'm used to trolls. Like when we go live about something big. Speaking of which, I may have to twist Leah's arm about going live about something, a bunker buster in Syria, a bomb that went off just a little bit ago. Let me have Leah do a little bit of research on that. And then, so in the meanwhile, we'll just continue on with our little show here. But anyway, I'm used to trolls when we do those kinds of shows. And then the live feed gets, you guys remember when we had like 900 people watching us live? That was incredible. And so then you're going to get the trolls. And then the moderators get a nice workout for troll smashing. These are not your everyday trolls. These are deliberate trolls that showed up today. Because apparently there is a channel that is obsessed with the Resistance Chicks and their pal Kansas. Now, I had wanted to just send out kind of an email to my moderators and let them know what's up, because earlier I knew you guys probably didn't know exactly what was going on, and Chris Holman was probably the only person in the whole daggum chat that knew what was happening, that there's this guy out there obsessed with our channel, and I don't even know this guy. He tweeted out a video that he had done obsessed about us, and sent it to Leah. Does the Twitter, and sent it to Leah, and Leah was, I'll check this out. And she's watching it, and she was in the kitchen, and she was laughing so hard. She's like, who is this guy? Is this for real? Like, what is this? He was kind of going through our entire episode, picking it apart, finding fault with like everything from like did you guys see the adorable pictures of Kansas out in the pigsty? I call it a pigsty, but it's actually pretty luxurious. Pig pen when the baby piglets were born. It was so cute. We had worked so hard that day trying to get Gracie to nurse her piglets, and he was just exhausted. And the piglets, she wasn't taking to them, and the piglets wanted her, and so they cuddled up against Kansas, and we hadn't had any sleep that day, and I found him out there like that, and I just thought it was so cute. And he had some kind of perverted things also to say, and Leah and I are kind of like, who is this person? I didn't really give it much thought after that. I think Chris Holman did a live Skype chat with him or something, and this dude, whoever he is, I don't even know, puts out, gets a big front of people. You gotta have a big line of people. It's kind of like saying, hey, we're gonna go to this fight, and then one person brings like 6 people with them. But whatever. My mom was watching briefly, Patriot Gallery was watching briefly for a little bit, and then she was like, this is so ridiculous. This is so stupid. This guy is kind of, so anyway, I totally ignored it. But then there were a couple of comments, and then Chris Holman had told me, that this guy was still super obsessed, and I thought, you know what? These comments are weird, so I'll just remove this person. The news unit, we're going to get to this in a minute. We're going to get to the nitty gritty of it. And the news unit had left a comment the other day saying, can I still chat here? And I thought, oh wait, you're not supposed to be able to chat here. And so it was in the chat, and I have this, you guys as moderators have this ability as well as I do with the 3 little lines. You click on them, boom, you get, let me see what the options are. Let me, click on three here. All right. Go to channel, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel. So I just clicked hide user on this channel. Our moderators have a lot of power, and I want them to know that you guys have the power. Y'all have the power. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. I really don't care. Once you get made aware of this particular situation, if this person sends more trolls, just get rid of them. So anyway, the news unit, this channel, we're going to go to it together because I have not researched it. I have paid this person no mind. However, one of our great viewers, Eric Buskey, I think it's Donald Buskey in the chat, sent me an email today and said, are you aware that there's this channel out there that's giving out your address? And well, our P.O. box is out there. I don't really care that's out there, because if you guys want to submit, letters, if this person wants to submit a letter to have their issues read on air, perhaps we would do that. So anyway, putting out our address, and I thought, I wonder really what is going on here. And I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, I don't even know what to do with this guy. I mean, seriously, dude, I don't know you. I don't care about you. This is so ridiculous. But you guys feel like you know us when you watch us. And there are several of you that have become kind of like family. We see you in the chat. Your comments mean a lot to us, and we have a rapport. I want you guys to feel like you definitely are a valued member of the Resistance Chicks community. That being said, I don't care about these kind of people. Like, I literally, it doesn't even enter into my mind. It's only because not only had Eric sent it, but a couple of other people had told me about it too. So, you guys as viewers seem concerned about this. I want to lay it to rest. I really am not concerned about it at all. However, I just thought, you know what? I'm going to research this, and I could sit, at my desk and I could research it, or here at the table by myself, or we could do it together. And so I thought to myself, let me get this set up and let us do this thing together. So hang on, let me pull up the Resistance Chicks chat on Facebook. I may not be able to read the chat as I'm doing this. So you'll have to bear with me. I was trying to figure out a way that I could do that. Let me see. Move this over. I may be able to scroll down here. All right. Eric Butler, you who are valued, you are definitely valued here at this at our channel. Okay, so let me switch over here. Let's go to scene 5. All right, so you guys are just going to do this with me. Let's see, is it the news unit or just news unit? News unit. All right, so I had heard that this fella has multiple channels. Here we see 4 channels. We have 2. I don't know why you have 4, but okay, I guess that's having a backup channel. Now, I am told that this person goes live all of the time. So Chris Holman told me, like, throughout the day, just constantly going live. Okay, so this is not the current one. These are older videos. Let's try this one. 48 subscribers, 55 videos live now. All right, so here we are. There's Leah and I. That's from our show today, actually. Let's go to the one that was sent to me via, well, not sent to me, just the title here. Let's see. Oh, here's one of us. Resistance Chicks What are they resisting? Forbidding to marry. That's 4 hours long. Holy cow. Wait a minute. So resistance chicks, is that 4 hours long or 4 minutes long? That looks like it's 4 hours long, dude. Resistance chicks with Creeper, Kansas. On God's little acre outside, sin, nasty. I'm sorry. So let me see if I can find the one. Here's another one from a week ago. Resistance chicks, truthers, patriots, and the Trump Christian cult. Leah, is that the one? I think, is that the, it's only been a week? How interesting. All right. So there is that one. That one had, like I said, some perverse stuff in it. So, all right, let's go to the 7 hours. How can this be 7 hours long? Who can go live for 7 hours?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the...
Here we are at Grant's Farm.
We bought plenty of tomato plants.
Just as crazy as they are, you can tell.
No, look. That's supposed to be Kansas back there, right?
Let's just listen together.
Now, if you go to the Chris Holman channel...
He's a space invader.
I mean, don't give me this Kansas crap.
No.
Because here's Chris Holman in his car.
This is great.
Today. Or yesterday.
And there's a pond,
look.
too. You can't go wrong if you got a pond. You know?
This is so great.
Yeah, Kansas.
Oh, my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on, wait a second.
Look, they got him back in there, and they got the fuzzy video, so you can't make them out.
Oh my
right?
gosh! So you know what this is like?
Look at that shit.
Wait
You know?
a minute. This is like, the Trump thing. There's two Trumps. All right. So let's do this. Let's go to the Kansas Cowboy page. This is so, I can't even believe I'm doing this. This is so funny. Oh, okay. Kansas Cowboy Mass Fade 3. All right, there he is. That's our dude. Kansas Cowboy. This is a playlist. You guys should be watching these. These are really good. You
Howdy.
can subscribe to
Welcome
Chris
back to
Holland's
Isaiah
channel.
58 Ministries. Now, despite the frequent blogs and Facebook posts, there are still people out there that we run into all the time that are
This is our Kansas
still
Cowboy.
deceived
He was
into
not in the
socializing
military
with
at all.
evil, wicked, and cursed people.
Chris Holman
These are
served 8 years in the military. Thank you for that, by the way, Chris. They do have similar features, but it cracks me up how he said, Leah can't see any of this. He said that I can't get it out. That the video at Grant's farm was blurred out. So that we're hiding the fact that there's we're laying this to rest right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so by the way, if you guys aren't subscribed to Chris Holman's channel, you need to be. He's got good stuff he's putting out there. All right, so 100 sub celebration. Oh, I haven't even had a chance to watch that. You went live.
We hear. I'll
right,
wait
so
just a little bit.
Chris,
get
listen
some
to the voice
people
for a
in.
second.
This is my 100 subs celebration. So
Hey, 100 subs. Let's make that more than 100
see how
subs.
many.
All right, so hang on. Let me pause Chris there. Let's go back to Kansas.
People that are literally cursed by God, and they've made blood covenants with Satan,
So not even
and
close to
they've
being
sold
the
their
same
souls to
person
this
I
guy,
cursed, yeah.
okay?
Oh, wait, there's
and that's
some
who they live
letters
for,
there.
not God. And they're just
This is the
not.
spot where there's
Like,
no
you throw them on
letters.
your shoulder and just take out, run, following the angels, following God, and leaving town. But these guys didn't choose to do it, okay? And it flat out says that these guys were
Kansas Cowboy videos are really, really good. I want you guys to go and watch those. Chris has some really awesome videos. This Duty of Men Part 2 is really great. Feminism Lied to You is another really good one. His health vlogs are really awesome. Supplements that he's been taking. I'm trying to think, what was one of my favorite ones? I guess it's been a while. The leadership videos were fantastic. Marriage and its significance in our lives and society. So
religious or faith conviction of what, the sanctity of marriage and the sacrament of marriage. You can see, well, if I get married, there's a marriage certificate that I sign,
And then this is Kansas. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Out of heaven, they went with him because God was like, "You're not following me, and I'm done with you." And yet again,
so there
the next
that. I don't
scripture
know
in
where else to go
Genesis
with
9.
that. All right, so let's go back to let's see what else this guy.
You're not fooling us.
You're not. We're not.
How's that going to fool some of the people some of the time or whatever?
I mean, you can catch snapping turtles.
Yeah, get snapping turtles, all right.
Wait a minute.
Plenty of food. We have plenty, but we always come and get some more here. I'm also going to get another sack of potatoes.
We have like 1,000 down in the basement,
Oh my
but
gosh,
just in
there.
case mine don't make
There's
it.
a little mouse. Oh my gosh, let me have this.
Hang on, I'm going back to
Oh
the.
my gosh,
There's
it's
always
hilarious.
Vegas. This is a great place. You can't fail. There it is. Buying your stuff here. And we got some mice here having a little food themselves.
I love Devonna says,
They
"Yep,
don't
that is
feel
totally
nice.
Chris."
They have- We're surrounded by farm fields.
I'm checking out the resistance chicks there a little bit more.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
These are allegedly the virtuous women of Proverbs 31.
Allegedly
Who can find a
that?
virtuous woman?
Whoever said that we
For her
were.
price is far above rubies.
Are you saying that?
Now, poor Kansas, if that really is a Kansas back there, apart from Holman. He can't even marry Leah, the one in the red. She won't marry him. They sure got him dragging around there doing everything, don't they?
Come sit here and listen. It's
Grant's
great.
Farm. Greenhouse.
Oh yeah, we're just giving it a little bit. We're not going to listen to much of this because this is just so. I want you guys
Who's
to get a feel
terrified?
for.
They're terrified of a real man.
Okay.
This is cracking me up. This is so great.
I see.
Terrified.
Corn and soybeans and wheat.
So there's like 1,000 acres
I
of
love
farm
that they're
around here.
choosing us being at Grant's Farm, which is such a
Wait a minute, let's get
wholesome
this voice here. Let's
place. They're still
do some voice recognition. Is
they're
this?
still trying
Gotta-
to dissect whether Kansas and Chris are the same. Hang on, we can lay this to rest too. Because if you guys haven't seen my website, our website that I've been working really hard on, check it out. It's awesome. But unfortunately, when you put into here resistance chicks, like it should, like resistancechicks.com, and this is actually probably going to take us straight to our page, which is awesome. But I was trying to do a search by just putting in resistance chicks in hopes that it would, the first thing that came up would be the new website, and it's not. It's got us on Facebook. It's got our YouTube channel. That's great. That's fine. But I really would like for the website to be at the top. And so I was kind of working on that. And so this is me Googling resistance chicks. So then I thought, I wonder what the images are, because I was seeing those images across the board there. And as I scrolled down, I saw this. You guys see this? And then I noticed that it said the News Unit 2018. That's Chris. And that's Kansas. So I don't know what else to tell you, dude. Now it says update. Now this dude has a website. Let's see if this takes us to the actual website. It said something about update, so maybe he had to swallow his words there, or his accusations. The fact, that Kansas has a body double, which cracks me up. We met Chris for the first time at the Ohio gun rally. Oh, this is funny. Do I still have this up here so you guys can see this? All right. Resistance chicks have ties to InfoWars. Resistance chicks, more conspiracy facts revealed. Resistance chicks Leah and Michelle Svensson appeared on InfoWars with Leah. I love it before I keep reading. Okay, news unit. There's real news out there, Mr. News unit, whatever. Totally worth reporting on. The fact that you are making news out of the resistance chicks is cracking me up. Like, seriously, we're not newsworthy. We're not. We are totally not. I have to tell you, I have news for you. We're not worthy of news. For sure. All right, so okay, sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. Okay, let's get back. Let me move this over here so I can still see your comments. Okay, so we appeared on InfoWars with Leanne McAdoo, she's a doll, and Millie Weaver, also fantastic. No doubt Chris Homan and Kansas also play a part in this larger PSYOP staged event across YouTube. Is this, what is the, it's not a parody, but yeah, is that right? What is the word I'm looking for, Leah? What? Did she leave me? She left me. What is this? No, seriously, what is the word I'm looking for? Not parody, but like, is this a joke? Is this, I mean, seriously, just what is our government up to with all this role-playing YouTube? I don't really know, but here is a memorandum of record, and this is us on InfoWars. I loved that episode. Look how good Millie looks in that thumbnail. She always looks fantastic. Farce, yeah. Satire, thank you. So what? That it was, satire was what I was looking for. But it sounds like satire, and there have been a couple of other things that this guy said in that one, the first video that we watched, which is the only one I've seen up until now. I was thinking to myself, is this kind of a satire? It kind of felt like it. Let's see. I know that I want to go back and see if there's that, you know, update that we saw the pictures of. So here you all just literally just doing this with me. Checking out who this kind of troll is. Who is he? I don't know who he is. I don't know him from Adam. Somebody that caught on to our channel and became an obsessive maniac about it. I don't know. It's cracking me up because, again, like I said, we're not newsworthy. Dude, we just cover the news. And, well, we really just give our opinion about it. That's why you guys come to us. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. Wow, you're really, really busy guy. All right. Okay, so to Chris Homan and Kansas and the Resistance chicks. This is so great. Would you join me in the on-air forum? It can be held anytime at your convenience. You can respond by leaving a comment here on one of my videos, or perhaps just make a video response. RSVP developing.
Where is this coming from? How are you even finding this?
It's on his website. Kansas used to talk before he submitted to the Resistance chicks. Kansas cowboy? Question mark. Kansas actually talking back in 2013. Isaiah 58 Ministries. You should check out our blog on Isaiah 58 Ministries. Where can we find more preaching by Kansas? You know, that's a really good question. We are constantly asking that boy to put out more Kansas Cowboys, especially since we started Resistance Chicks. We're like, would you please do more Kansas Cowboys? I don't know why he doesn't. I really, in all honesty, I have no idea. Aside from the fact of being really busy.
Why he doesn't. He's always doing a project. Like right now.
Maybe God will, yeah, right now it's 10 till 10 and he's outside. But see, now that plays into the theory of he's a slave.
Well, that's what he wants to be doing.
That's what he wants to be doing. Hang on, let's keep reading. Hang on, wait, let me see what So What is saying. Don't respond to this libtard, says Gary. You're right. Leah's in the background here. And I wasn't going to. I was going to do the whole, like, list. I really could care less. Or couldn't care less, I think is the correct way to say that. And didn't do any of this research, even though I kind of knew that it was out there. Chris had told me a little bit about it, and a couple of other people had sent it to me. And I really couldn't care less because I've been working on this website that I'm super excited about. And our farm is booming, and the piglets are booming, and so
he wants an on-air interview.
He wants an on-air interview. I think he wants to make sure that there really is a Kansas and a Chris. I think that picture should lay that to rest. We're not fancy enough to be able to put splice pictures together. I mean, seriously, and they don't look like twins. They don't sound anything alike, in my opinion, either. Their mannerisms are completely different, but I guess you could always be putting that on. Aren't. You know, Kansas gets asked all the time if he was in the military. People just automatically assume that he was by the way that he carries himself. Very strong and stout and stalwart. But anyway, I have to tell you, this is really hilarious to me. I'll tell you what we will do. The next time we do a Skype with Chris on one of the topics, which we do every once in a while, we'll make sure that Kansas is in the background and comes and peeks his head in.
Two people. It's not even a joke.
But it's so funny. Okay, hang on. Maybe God will call Chris Holman and Kansas and the Resistance Chicks to a new and glorious ministry. Looks like they are the, quote, chosen ones to do the job. And they certainly have the minimalist lifestyle and homesteading practices perfected. No, it's still a work in progress.
It is definitely a practice.
It's definitely a practice.
Aren't you both on the Ohio State one you did? Aren't both of them on that video?
Yeah, I think they both are at the... Well, no, because Kansas was behind filming. But he was probably talking. One problem. They have perverted a Bible. They have a perverted Bible.
Oh my gosh.
They might actually go for a new version of the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution that is also easier to read. I wonder if they realized that the Pledge of Allegiance is obsolete too. The wisdom of Kansas. And then he posts a video of Kansas. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, brother. With the perverted Bible. Here, wait, let's see. Maybe you're talking about... Hang on. This is my show. You can't steal my punchlines. Okay, hang on. This is the Geneva Bible. Mr. News Unit. I'm sure you have a name. $15.99. That's right there. It's not new. That stands for a year. We have a perverted Bible. The one that came before the King James, and then King James wanted to be counted as God. And so he took the same people that compiled the Geneva Bible and said, make me a Bible that I want to be more popular than the Geneva Bible. The Pilgrims came over with this Bible. But apparently this is a new perverted Bible that's easier to read. Son, it is not easier to read. It's got the same English, old English, as I'll tell you what I have a beef with. Since we're talking about this is my show, I'm talking whatever I want. Hang on. Let's see. Let me just make this bigger. I'm going to go back. I'm not done with this. The NIV Bible literally omits verses. I think it's Luke 9:6. Let's do this because it's my show and I can do what I want. Let's go back here. Let's go to Bible Gateway.
I will say the Amplified is my...
I enjoy the Amplified as well. Luke 9:6. Oops, that's 6. All right, in the NIV, it says, so they set out and went from village to village, proclaiming the good news and healing people everywhere. That sounds pretty good, right? Let's go to the King James and see what the King James says there. Luke 9:6. Now remember that started out. So they went out and went from village to village, proclaiming the good news and healing people everywhere. No, it still says NIV. King James. Can I not click on an ad here? No. I got a new mouse here. It's driving me nuts. All right. King James. Come on. Here we go. Search. This must not be the right one. There was one. I don't know if it may not be Luke. Maybe it's Mark 9:6. I was just looking this up the other day. Let's try Mark. No, that is the right one.
Jasper, you should say hi to the people with lazy eyes.
Shoot. Sorry, guys. I literally was just looking this up the other day.
There you go, bud.
Maybe I might be getting this wrong. No, that's totally not it. I think it was Luke 9 something. Let's do this. Let's just go to Luke 9 and look at it.
Why don't you just Google verses that...
Verses that the NIV cuts out.
Yeah.
Verses that the NIV omits. No. All right, so there are several here. See, that just keeps clicking on it. You guys can look this up. My point is, it is a thing. It is definitely a thing. So you have to be very careful with the versions of the Bible that you use. The Geneva Bible, solid. There are a couple actually that Kansas said that
they're just honest mistakes.
They're just errors. The omissions that I find in the NIV are it's really, really bad. Like they are live on YouTube. Oh yeah, I saw that they were live right now. So what? I figured, you know what? That actually keeps them away from being at our channel because they're going to be so preoccupied with what they're doing. They're not going to come and troll on what we're doing right now. They can come and watch it later after the fact, right? Oh my gosh. This is so great. All right, let's get back to it. So there he's got Chris Holman up here. His video. Hey, I like that he's sharing Chris's stuff. It's, you know what my mom said? She's like, you know what? It's just free publicity.
That's what I thought.
Why not?
You don't even ban them. They're just weird people.
They are definitely weird people. Let's go back here. No, that's Chris's channel. Here we go. Where were we?
Nothing like a profanity-laced lecture to have.
Oh, look, here's our. There. Hang on. Let's see what he has to say about the Virgin Diaries.
Oh dear God.
This is great.
In Salt Lake, there were a few clubs that we'd always hit, and we'd also, you know, before we were 21, we always used to go to the roller skating rink, land bitches at the roller skating rink all the time.
Look at this guy, Kansas. He must be a virgin too.
Like Hiroshima.
Chris Holman ain't no virgin. He was married and divorced.
This is so great.
And he wants one of these virgin girls now. Get the fuck out of here.
Those chicks ain't virgins, dude.
You don't think so?
He goes, those chicks ain't virgins, dude.
Neither one of those chicks are virgins.
Hey, let's listen. You need to listen to this. Listen to this.
Listen, they're playing our Virgin Diaries. This is really, if you guys haven't seen our Virgin Diaries, they're really
now this is back a long time ago. This is in 2011. They were 28 and 30 years old. Now they're 35 and 30. What the hell would it be? 35 and 37.
I think I was under 20.
I could fly away with you. Here we are, Leah and Michelle, and we want to talk about what it's like to be a virgin until you're married. Pretend Katie Kurtz.
Yeah, right.
The question I would ask Michelle is,
you can tell they're both like trying not to laugh.
We can have our own White House.
We were definitely trying not to laugh. This was a parody. This was a satire.
That's a good one.
Believe me, I'm working on finding the truth in the news. I'm not that fucking ignorant. Just
she even
listen.
said that's a good one.
Oh wait, I'm not
well,
showing
I don't know. Let's just,
we're
gonna find the truth in the news one way or the other.
Hang on, there we go.
Well, let's just listen in.
Let's just listen in. He says.
We
already played that part.
It'll at least make you laugh.
Here we are, Leah and Michelle, and we want to talk about what it's like to be a virgin until you're married.
What they're saying.
Pretend Katie Kurtz. Okay. The first question I want to ask you, Michelle, is what is the best thing about being a virgin?
My other brother, Earl.
We're the only ones doing it. That's a good one. Oh, that's good.
Well, wait a second. What are you talking about? What do you see there? I don't see nothing there, unless you see something I don't. They said we're the only ones doing it.
Yeah,
it was a joke.
They are not virgins, dude. They're full of shit.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they
my
are.
bullshit meter is
no,
flying
just
off the
other guy.
handle.
They are not virgins.
Well,
David,
anybody can tell bullshit. You might be one of them. I can't tell the bullshit all the time.
What?
All right.
Oh yeah, they're both trying real hard not to fucking laugh when they're saying
oh
this.
Shit! You think you're fucking full of shit, eh?
I'm sorry about the language.
Then they're making a
blonde is totally trying. They're making a the blonde is totally trying to laugh.
Then here's what's going on. They're making a Kansas sandwich every day, or
wow,
often.
This is pretty bad.
And Chris Holman wants to
do
Yeah, I don't know that they're doing that, but I guarantee you those chicks are not virgins.
Leah's like, what are you wowing? If you
can
want to
totally
listen,
tell the blonde is trying not to laugh.
Be a virgin until you're married. Pretend Katie Kurtz. Okay. And the first question I want to ask you, Michelle, is...
Okay, so hang on a second.
What?
Because in all honesty...
you have to be a a pure mind actually to watch a Virgin
You and Leah's
Diaries.
right. You have to be
If
of
you're perverted, it's just going to be really bad.
You have to be of a perverted mind to be listening to this guy. You have to be of a pure mind to watch our Resistance chick. So, I am definitely hurting the ears of. I'm not, but by playing it, I am of some of our listeners here. By playing that.
What were they saying?
They said that we were definitely making a Kansas sandwich every day.
That's disgusting.
That's what I just said. You wanted me to tell you. I'm telling you. Do you want to ask another question?
No, you can tell they're just porn addicts.
And that's what Leah said. They're just porn addicts. It is really difficult for a person that is perverted to imagine that somebody would be of a pure mind. So, yeah,
it's hard to imagine that somebody would save themselves.
And it's hard to imagine that somebody would save themselves from marriage. We live in a society.
On a bunch of trashy people.
Yeah, we live in a society that makes this whole sleeping around thing normal. But I have to tell you, in our Virgin Diaries, we joke, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you about the Virgin Diaries. We made those for people. For teenagers and other people that were wanting to save themselves from marriage or in the world.
But it's not cool.
But it's not cool, who already know a lot of the perverted things. So our jokes in the Virgin Diaries, even for my, prudishness, they're a little bit borderline. We kind of allowed that. Our mom allowed that. When I say our mom allowed it, meaning she's the prude smackdown person. She is like, well, just, it's gonna, and it did reach a lot of people that way. But anyway, it's very difficult to imagine that somebody could love God so much that saving yourself for marriage it's not even an issue. It's a non-issue. It's not something that I struggle with. I just love God, and I know that he has this beautiful marriage designed for every person that is called to be married, which is most people, not all, but most people are called to be married. And he has this beautiful thing designed, and it's perfect, and it is beautiful, right? When it's done correctly, with each person saving themselves for that person. And in the Virgin Diaries, we say it's like he was getting to that part where it's like having $1 million. You could marry somebody and say, I saved up $1 million for you. Now the guy, I think his name was David, I'm not sure. He was kind of saying, no, let's give them a chance. I think that they may be, but the other guy was saying, I guarantee you this is all BS. These girls are not virgins, whatever. I don't care, son. It's not between. Listen. Our video, the Virgin Diaries, is out there to reach people. I've been wearing this ring, son, since I was 18 years old, and before that, I had another one that was cheaper, and it's broken several times because of farm work. This is not that strong. This is a promise ring. They're really cool. We have encouraged a lot of people. We did an outreach kind of ministry at some different black churches, and these dads, when the daughters come home and say, now there's this thing called a promise ring, dude, them dads are buying the biggest rocks out there known to man, anything to keep my daughter pure. The promise ring is really important. It's just something that I think is really precious to, when I get married, Lord willing, I would like to give this to my husband as a keepsake. It was a thing in the 90s.
Child true
it
love
should
waits.
still be a
we
thing.
We are probably the last.
We're holdouts. Now, the question about why we're the last holdouts, you can talk to God about that. That's all in his hands. That's a whole separate subject.
Question I ask him every day.
Leah says it's the question I ask God every day. But seriously, this whole thing is a joke, and it's hilarious to me. I wanna see what you guys have to say, because you're my favorite people here. I just hope they do not live nearby. It is very creepy, and I could be freaked out, and I could be creeped out, and I could be worried. I'm not. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm creeped out, obviously, but just from these people are creepy.
We obviously are great supporters of the Second Amendment.
We're great supporters of the Second Amendment. We have viewers that send us tasers, man. I don't go anywhere without this. I don't care if it says no knives allowed. I don't even think about it. I'm just wearing it. I wear it all of the time. As a matter of fact, I will do pet visits. Like, I'll put on sweatpants to do a pet visit, throw the knife on there if I'm changing, go do the pet visit, come back. I may go to sleep in the pants. I wake up, I'm still wearing this thing. Okay, I've got it all the time. We're firm believers in the Second Amendment. We have people that have sent us tasers. I'm telling you, but all of that aside, I have had dreams, and I know Leah has too, where somebody has come to attack me, and literally I call down the power of God.
You out.
And dude, the person goes down. Like, I have just had these, I have had multiple dreams like this. I have every bit of confidence in the Lord Almighty to protect us. The Bible says he who God calls, he will also equip, which means he has to protect us. I hope you really know how to use that knife, says Richard. I do. I hit a deer last fall, and it was really sad. It was awful. I drugged the deer probably 20 feet under my tire, and when I pulled over, the deer was not dead, but the legs were definitely broken beyond repair. And I could have called Kansas. I wasn't that far from home. It was at night, and I could have called him to come down and put this deer out of its misery, because he usually takes care of the pig slaughtering part, not the actual kill part. And I thought that will take a minute for him to get here, and I need to put this animal out of its misery right away. So I used my knife, boom, took care of it. We butcher chickens
and turkeys.
Turkeys are big, and they flap, and they will beat your face. Unless you hold them right.
They will beat you.
I should have my other shirt on, but I'm really not afraid. Aside from my spiritual protection and covering, physically I'm not afraid. We butcher those pigs. We load those pigs are heavy. I help Kansas, Leah and I do, cut them down the middle. We eviscerate, we dunk, we scald, we scrape. Killing something is not something that I enjoy, but it's definitely something that I have done on a large scale in mass. So I'm not worried. Definitely not worried. So anyway, I just wanted to make that very clear to our moderators. I had, like I said, I was going to send you all a mass email. But my mom said, why not just tell them in the chat so that everybody else is aware of the power that the moderators have. I have no problem. And I've told you guys this before. I don't give guidelines to the moderators. I really don't. I just said, I trust you as a person to make a wise decision. But now that you understand what's going on with this issue,
I think it's up to the moderators. You want them in there and you want to fight them, fight them. If you don't, then just block them. It's up to you guys. It's your chat.
It is your chat. The chat belongs to the Resistance Chicks viewers.
The moderators are just the referees.
And the moderators are just the referees. And sometimes the referee, like Leah just said, she's not a referee. Every once in a while I'm watching, I'll see something, boom, you're going. But if you know right away that somebody is just, and this is the only guideline that I would give. If somebody is like this, they're just to cause a stink, and just to comment on Leah and I, ban them. Get rid of them. If they are there and they have an opposing opinion on the topic that we are covering, let them have their say. As long as they're not cursing and becoming obnoxious, in which case you can use the timeout, and if you have to block. But my point is, if somebody is there just to troll, literally just to troll, get rid of them. It doesn't ban them from watching the videos. I want them to be able to watch our videos. That's fine. You might learn something. You might get saved. But how do you do the blues names with the wrench? All right, so Tim, if you have your own channel, when you're going live, you can click on the 3 little dots next to someone's name, and you can make them a moderator. You can also go into your channel settings. I'm going to show this to you for the rest of you guys that have moderators or that have channels. And for those of you that just want to know how it's done, I have no problem taking you here to show you how I do it. All right, so over here, let me see. You're not. I don't even have you there, right? Here we go.
My arm.
There's your arm. She's eating soup or something. I haven't eaten yet. Leah made this lovely dinner, and I decided to go live about this with you guys before I ate. All right, so you go over here to community. All right, this is cool. This is where a lot of times I go and I can see all of your guys' comments in mass, so I don't have to go to the video itself, which I think is really awesome. And so I can like and comment back here, and there's spam. Held for review is the section where if one of our moderators has flagged a comment, not in the live chat, but on the actual, I'll find it here, and then I can approve or, whatever. Do whatever to it. All right, so down here we go to community settings. So these are our moderators. Some of them are people that I added as moderators. Michael Thomas, he doesn't have time to show up anymore very much, but when he does, I still want him to be a moderator. You don't see him very often. I don't even know who that is. So you should not be here. You guys know Donatary. Amber doesn't get a chance to come for the live shows much anymore, but she watches shows back. So she's still a moderator, can control. So you guys know the rest of these people here. So I'm going to save that. And then I have a massive section of hidden users. These are people that get blocked from the channel. Oops, those are words that I tried to censor. You can literally put into the section blocked words. That means if somebody leaves that word in a comment, it's not supposed to be allowed to be put into the chat section or the comment section. So there is that. So that kind of shows you how to give somebody a wrench there. So let me pull back this chat so I can. All right. So Redneck Survivalist. Michelle, why don't you ladies make me an admin? I've been here over a year. I'd make a good troll killer. Redneck Survivalist, you would make a good troll killer. And I have about 6 or 7 people in my head on a list. When I need more moderators, there's a list, and there are several of you that are in that same category. The reason why I don't give more wrenches is because I don't like the chat to be all blue wrenches. I just don't want it to be that way.
Because then people show up and they feel left out.
Because, when people show up, then they feel left out, and we don't need that many moderators. So there are several of you. Y'all need to know. You know who you are, Redneck. Every single one of you knows who you are. That if I could give you a wrench, I would. But I just don't want it to be all blue wrenches because it just makes for other people to feel left out. So I'm going to sign off. Mm-hmm. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. I didn't bring up this other... I'm not going to finish... Here's what I'm not going to do. I'm definitely not going to finish this one.
And I'm not going to... took the new mouse.
I did, just for briefly while I was doing this.
I totally have another one.
I know, but this was just for right now. That being said, there was another one. Why are they forbidding to marry? This was an entire episode that only had 33 views. Dude. I love that it had 2 thumbs down.
Forbidding to marry? Is that what it was called?
Forbidding to marry. No, hang on.
All right, welcome to another...
Hang on. I don't know what that is about. Y'all can check this. You all can go there and check that out. I'm just going to go by the title alone. There's Leah's hair. Look at that pretty hair.
It's so funny seeing her.
She's trying to say hi to y'all with her hair. We have been over this, people. There is nothing that we want more than for you people to marry and have babies for your country, regardless of race, creed, whatever. Okay? If you want to go to another country and you love that country and you want to make babies for that country because you want to raise up Italians or Poles or Hungarians or Americans or people in Great Britain, if you want to raise up people that will epitomize what that country is, we want y'all to do it.
We're not forbidding to marry. We're highly suggesting that you don't have sex before marriage.
We're highly suggesting that you don't do the duty until you do the duty, until you put a ring on it. It's biblical.
Beyonce
societally,
said
it's better.
Then he should have put a ring on it. But if he wants it, then he needs to put a ring on it. That's all we're saying.
Right. Yeah. Nobody is forbidding anybody to marry around here. In fact, it's the opposite. We want you all to be married and producing, because the Bible says, be fruitful and multiply. It's the dominion command to have dominion over the earth, to spread the gospel, and God wants more children. If you look at Deuteronomy 28, the promises are your land, your cattle, the work of your hands, and the fruit of your womb. Patriot Gallery, you can stand right back there.
The government forbids marriage.
The government forbids marriage.
Marriage means you're a man and a woman, and we have animals, and the man and the woman, they get together to have babies. Mm-hmm. And in a lot of cases, they raise the babies together. Right. And with the government having to tax everything, you have to work with the government, pay their taxes, so you can't get married and raise children. Because they take all the money, and they take the land, they take the food. I mean, nobody can live independent lives because the government wants us to support them. They're like the man who lives at home and the woman supports him. The people are not supposed to put, government sits there and gets, government's like 1,000 pound, well, 2,000, 10,000 pound overweight person. Mm-hmm. They need to slender down and go to, gym and start exercising or something, because the government's like 50% of our economy is the government. We just keep feeding this animal. It's got to starve. We got to starve it to death. We got to go to gold and silver, because gold and silver limits corruption. But the government does forbid marriage. First, they took men off of farms. True. And men are supposed to educate and teach their children. They can't do that if they work all day long. And so we're supposed to be on our land, on a farm. Think nature. John Locke and the Constitution Declaration is about nature. Right. And you live on your land and you produce your own food.
And then with the advent of the Federal Reserve and income tax, one parent could no longer support. Right. So two people have.
And then a man can't support his wife anymore. Now both the woman and the man have to be supporting the government by working and getting jobs. Right. And we have to support all these businesses so more people can work and more people have more jobs. But nobody is enjoying life and staying home and raising their children biblically. Bible says a mother and father to train their children. You can't train your children and be at work, and then you're exhausted when you get home.
And that's why they have
and you have to clean your clothes. You got to do the dishes. You got to do the wash. You got to make dinner. You don't have time to raise children and still get enough sleep and be healthy and exercise. I mean, it's just impossible. Government forbids marriage, not us.
Right. And the government forbids marriage, not the resistance chicks. I don't even know what that episode was about. Dude, 4 hours. I gotta tell you, some of our episodes go 2 hours long, and it wears me out. And not only does it wear me out, but we have to stop. 2 hours is the max. And you guys want to know, for the longest time, we were going live 6 days a week.
We were making videos.
We were making videos 6 days a week. Yeah. And sometimes we were going live 6 days. But my point is, I ain't got time for that. I would love to spend more time with you guys and go live 4 or 5 times a week. But we have a job. We have a life. We have a homestead. We have each other. We have, I'm sorry, news unit. I don't think you do enough. I mean, seriously, if you have time to go live for 7 straight hours on one video, seriously.
You ain't got no job,
man. You must not have a job. I don't know. Hey, Chris just finally arrives. Chris, you missed the whole thing. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that we were going live about this, or whatever. You can watch it back or not. He knows all this stuff. But it was hilarious. It was a good time. I think I had a good time. Here's the deal. This is what we're doing. These are what are these? Cantaloupe? There's some sort of in the squash, zucchini. That family, they kind of all look really similar.
Earlier, and the weather's really cold, so
my mom's like, "You can take those off the table," and I was like, "No, they look nice." We've got sweet potato shoots that we bought at Grant's that day with the video that he was suspect over. And you know what, news unit? This is so what. So anyway, this is what we do. These will get planted. These sweet potato. Look at me, I'm incognito. Maybe there's a doppelganger. You don't think Lee and I are the same person? Because a lot of people think that we are the same person. So what says, "Come to me, news unit. I am very polite. He. You know what I would love to see? I would watch that. If news unit were to go onto So What's channel.
Oh my gosh.
I would watch it. I would definitely watch it. I would love to see that. I would love to see what So What has to say to the news unit.
It would be like one of those movies, totally unfiltered, unrated.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I could. My ears would burn from the cursing on both sides.
It would be worth it for it. It would be worth it.
Or you can go on Eric Butler's channel. I'm sure he would have a couple of things to say to you as well. Here's the thing. Eric and So What are uncouth. Is that the right word? Maybe?
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered. They think that sometimes So What thinks that we don't like them. I know Eric sometimes. I don't get, dude, I think you're awesome. Whatever. You may say things we disagree with. You may have a couple of things in the chat that need to be censored, or the moderators take care of that stuff. I don't care. I love you. I love that you're doing your channels. I'm glad that you're here with us all the time. I would love to see you guys take on these people. It'd be like the epic showdown of the ages. Eric and So What versus these trolls. I think they should make that happen. Blunt.
Eric and So What are so far above these.
Eric and So What are you guys are.
You wouldn't want to lower yourself.
Yeah, Leah's right. Don't lower yourself to their level. Okay, so looks like Liberty Bell changed her screen name to Earl's Daughter. She says so in the chat. So, all right, I'm gonna sign off here. This is just too. I want to go back and see what he had to say about the Virgin Diaries, because it was so hilarious. But I'm not going to, because I actually have other things. You guys send me 800 million links a day, and I love you all for it. But I don't. It's hard to get through some of them. Obviously I can't watch them all. I don't even get anywhere close to watching them all.
I actually have a competition with Justin Hughes whether I can get to this story or he gets to it. It's
true.
It's like we read the same exact things and he either gets to it first or I later.
I just don't have. I don't have the time for this stuff, man. I did this because it's fun, and as far as I'm concerned, it's done. However, if y'all people would like to gang up,
isn't that worth a look? No.
Worth a look, Justin.
Worth a look.
If y'all want to gang up on his channel, give his videos thumbs down that he's covered on us that are weird. And they're very... Here's where I have a problem. At first, when he sent you that first video, and it kind of seemed a little bit like satire, and we're kind of wondering where he was going with that, I was totally fine with anything negative that he had to say about us. Even saying that Kansas, who is this Kansas guy, and all this, that, and the other. But then he left he said something perverted, and I, boom, shut it down. That's when I have a problem. If you're going to make... perverted jokes about Leah and I, in my book, you're done.
Done.
You are done. Ain't got time for that, Jack. There is the very hot place reserved for people like that.
Touch not my
anointed and do my prophets no harm. All right. So y'all can go to. There are, like I said, there were like.
They don't need to waste their time at it either.
I don't know. Patriot Gallery, we have, and just to show you guys that we are not always all on the same page, I really wasn't sure if I even wanted to do anything about it. And so I went to Patriot Gallery. I am 34, but she is still my mom, and she has wisdom. And she said, I think you should go live about it, expose it, and squash it like we did with our neighbors. Put it out there. Expose people that bring their wickedness to light, and let everyone else, let the public square take care of it. That's what she said. So I said, okay, if that's what Patriot Gallery has to say about it, they're still going live about... they're going live. There we are. I'm on there. You're watching right now. Maybe you're learning something. It's actually changed the little thumbnail there.
Oh my god.
All right, so anyway, there's 10 people watching. Y'all could go and troll the comment section if you wanted. He's live as soon as I finish here.
Don't feed the trolls.
You can feed them a little bit. So anyway, look at this. There are but I think this is the one with the 48 subscribers is the one where he's putting these videos up at. Let's see if that's the right one. Yeah, the 48 subscribers.
I'm kind of offended.
Why?
Because if I'm gonna have a troll, can they be a famous troll?
Yeah.
Can they be a popular troll? Why do I have to have the retarded troll?
I don't know. That's a very good question. So Here's the deal. Y'all people, we don't ask for money. I don't ever want to do this for money. You can quote me on that. I don't want you people to send me your money. Your gifts are fantastic. We do appreciate the people that have sent them, but we don't want you to send us stuff. We don't want anything from you. That is what I'm trying to say here.
I think you need to rephrase that. When you say I don't want you to, it's not. I don't mind.
No, I don't mind. What I'm saying is I'm not doing this to get stuff from you. There's nothing that I want to ask of you to do. And a lot of people come to us and they say, is there anything that I can do to help? They just want to contribute. If y'all want to slay this troll, go on ahead. I don't care. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm done. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. But we did get some laughs out of it, so that was...
It is funny when you see yourself.
It is. We're not newsworthy. Dude, if you want to cover people like channels, go, okay, I get it. Millennial Millie, she's huge. Yeah. Big channel. Red Pill Black now. Oh, yeah. I get it. We're not big enough to have trolls, and we're not big enough to have small little channels even doing videos on us. We're not that big yet. Wait till we get 100,000 subscribers or something like that. We're still a little itty bitty channel. We're not worth this. All that you're doing. It's absurd. But they do say that the Bible's very clear, actually. When you're doing the right thing, people will come against you. Because I kind of wonder if we're doing the right thing because everybody loves us. You know? I mean, the chat is always so encouraging. You all, our Resistance Chicks family is amazing. We love you all. So I really don't know what else to say. I don't even know if I was showing you guys that stuff. I thought I was, but maybe not. Whatever. You guys can figure that out and figure out how to go get where you need to. Here we go. Get where you need to go. This is where he's live right now. News Unit, 48 subscribers. If y'all want to go there, go on ahead. If you don't want to go there and you want to go to bed, you don't want that kind of negativity in your life, and you don't want to listen to that kind of perverted, vile, disgusting. Listen, I don't even watch like movies with perverted jokes in them. Like, I just don't even like it. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard to me, or what is something that's really vile? A booger. I don't know. That's what it's like to me. So nothing could be more off-putting to me than perversion. I just cannot handle it. It's like, I don't even know. Oops, that's not where I meant to go back to. All right.
Don't you think you should just like thank them for making you laugh?
Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you. Wow, you definitely have made my evening. This wasn't even a thing.
Way to lighten the mood.
And then Eric sends me this email, and so I said, "Hey, Chris, what's up with this?" Because he's the one that did the kind of debate with them, and he said, "I don't know. Let me go check it out for you." So he did, and so I was like, "You know what? We're gonna check this out."
Chris and Kansas aren't the same person. Chris, I don't know what he said, but Kansas would not have tolerated these people and literally would have brought down the fire of God.
The fire of God.
So
actually, I don't even think he would have gotten that far to the fire of God. Kansas wouldn't have even entertained it. And so I'm glad that Chris did, though, because Kansas would not have. He'd be like, dude, they're just stupid. But I'm glad that Chris did, so we could find a little bit more out. I don't know. So we're going to sign off here. Y'all people can take care of this. You, my people. And handle this. If you want to report this as harassment to YouTube,
Jasper, what are you doing?
Because it kind of feels like that at this point. When you cross the perversion line, then I have a problem, like I said. And that comment, the only one that I heard right there that, whatever, to me, that is harassment. It's sexual harassment, actually.
Me too!
Me too! Me too! I've never actually received sexual harassment until, like, right now. So...
besides the religion that shall not be named.
Well, except for aside from the religion that shall not be named. I love you. Can I say one more time how much I love our chat?
Actually, when our channel was growing, we had a lot more. Our channel stopped.
We had a lot more trolls when that's what I told them at the beginning.
Before we were censored, we had a lot of crazy people.
We did. But I told Leah, I don't really care for having trolls, so I don't mind that we're little and that you guys are just awesome.
I don't feel bad because Gateway Pundit is down to like 1/33 of where they were at.
So Maia, let's do this. We're gonna do this together. So this is the guideline I'm gonna give you. So this Ted guy right here, he leaves that comment, right? Y'all saw it.
What's the comment?
SCREW, Kansas. And then he says, and I think he might have been also the one that said go live with news unit. He'll be a gentleman, all that. I don't have time for these people. Go to the little 3 dots. Okay, so somebody already did it. Okay, good. Okay, so Maia did do it. Ted Denning was hidden by Maia. Well done, Maia. That was your thumbs up for the day. That's how we
go
like it.
Go live with him. He'll be a gentleman. Why would we do that?
You can go and flag their channel. No, I would never do that. I have more things to cover, like this thing that you need to be researching. That's her job. What was it called? The bomb buster or something? My mom was telling me. She came out this in Syria.
Oh yeah.
Bomb that went off. Mm-hmm. And I told my mom when she came out and showed me this, and I was getting ready to do this. I had it all set up, and I'm going to do this with y'all people. And she's like, here, maybe you're going to buster bomb. All right. So here, mom puts this in the chat. Read all about it. Video, Israel attacks Iran in Aleppo, Syria. While Pompeo is visiting Israel, Saudi Arabia, Haaretz, C-Link, Pompeo's visit, Resistance Chicks, Facebook Buster Bomb 2.0 on Richter scale.
Yeah, Cassandra Fairbanks says, suspected Israeli bombing of Syrian military base in Hama, which registered as a 2.6 magnitude earthquake.
I don't know if I don't even know if they can hear you. Can't you just come here and talk into the mic?
My computer's over here. Okay. So I'm reading it over here. I don't have it. There's no television in the background right now.
Chris says, I tried to de-escalate the situation. Christopher, you did a fantastic job. But some people cannot be de-escalated. And as a man of the military, you get that more than anyone else.
Israeli and U.S. leaders speak at Jerusalem.
Leah's looking this up. Let me tell you this.
Giant explosion in Syria.
Giant explosion in Syria. There was a video of that.
There is. If you bring up Twitter, you can show them. Oh my gosh. It's like, it's like sparkly.
But do you want me to sign off and cover that separate from this? You know what I'm saying? Nah. That's Leah's response. Should I just put Buster Bomb in the search?
I put Syria in there and a video came up with unknown. Its unknown aircraft reportedly carries out airstrikes against Iranian assets in Syria.
What's my hashtag? What am I putting in here? Bomb in Syria?
Just put in Syria and the videos come up, man. It's like huge. Exploding.
Alright, let's see what this is. That was 4 hours ago. Is that when it happened?
Yeah, I guess so.
We got Paul Joseph Watson tweeting out Sputnik News. I'm not seeing the video though. Let me see if there's a video on this.
It's hashtag Syria.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. All right, we got it. Let me switch this over. All right. So while you're here, people, let's press play. Whoa. Yeah, I saw this when my mom came out earlier. I guess there's no volume. It's just a video. So it kind of mushroomed out there, and that's okay. It's just replaying over and over again. It's on a loop there. Damascus. Several Syrian military bases have been struck by missiles in the Hama and Aleppo provinces, according to a report by local television. The arms depot of the 47th Brigade of the Syrian Army was attacked near Hama. Powerful explosions and major fire have occurred as a result. A source in Syria law enforcement told Sputnik. The Syrian Sana news agency reported earlier that explosions had been heard near the cities of Hama and Aleppo. According to the Surya TV channel, Syrian army positions have been attacked in a missile strike conducted at approximately 1930 GMT. Earlier, state television reported that successive blasts were heard in the rural Hama province and that authorities were investigating the cause. And there's the video we showed that. Israel might be responsible for the attack, according to the report by the Haaretz. Earlier Sunday, Israeli Defense Minister Avigdor Lieberman stated that Israel would continue to maintain that it had freedom of operation in Syria, cited by Haaretz. We have no intention to attack Russia or to interfere in domestic Syrian issues, Lieberman said at an annual Jerusalem Post conference. But if somebody thinks that it is possible to launch missiles or to attack Israel or even our aircraft, no doubt we will respond, and we will respond very forcefully. Earlier this month, Israeli jets struck a Syrian airbase, killing several Iranian military advisors. Israel has warned it could hit Iranian bases in war-torn Syria should tensions with Tehran escalate, according to the Jerusalem Post. Local residents in the Hama area told Rodgers that the attacked bases were used by Iranian-backed forces.
So Sky News Arabia reported, citing rebel sources, that over 40 people might be killed.
So Leah said that over 40 people might be killed. We will find. Yeah, we'll have to just wait and see what happens there. You know, I didn't even go to check the Facebook chat. I thought we were live on Facebook, but I'm not. In all honesty, I wasn't even able to see if we were. Oh, no, there I am. Let me see, because let me check the chat here. No, not that chat. No.
I gotta tell you, Aleppo and Syria are just, they're so beautiful after the rebels are and ISIS are just gone.
Yes. Yes, they are. I could not agree more with that statement. Okay, so I'm really going to sign off here. I still need to eat dinner. Thanks for sticking around, guys. You are fantastic. I love you. God loves you. God bless. Remember, it's not just a conspiracy theory if the trolls come out at night. When I was looking for a picture for trolls, I really wanted to go with some of like the big fat hairy ones because I thought that would be even more funny. But you know, I thought the Star Wars one was a little bit more, easier on the eyes. Because these trolls inside, that's what they look like. You know, these people, they're very, I don't know, just messed up in the head. Pray for them. Now, when I say these people, I just mean people like that. I don't know these people from Adam.
So, I mean, we could be on the verge of another war.
Leah says we could be on the verge of another war.
I don't know.
Which is a far more important issue. I'm like, dude, your channel is called the News Unit. Maybe you could cover some news.
Because here's the thing.
And we're not news, dude.
If Iran retaliates, then Israel retaliates.
If Iran retaliates, I don't think it retaliates, then Israel retaliates. And I'm not sure if you can hear it. That's why I'm reiterating.
It goes back and forth. It could get out of control.
It could get out of control. We shall see. Say your prayers for the world tonight.
Iran and Israel don't seem to have the same constraint that Putin has. So.
All right. Trolls come out, especially during the full moon. Thank you, Castle Mama. You're right about that. News came out about 1 p.m. La Resistance says. All right, so isn't this so cute? Leah made this little red box here. We'll see you this week sometime. Maybe sooner if more Buster bombs keep going off. If this kind of escalates. Tell you,
Israel is provoking Iran on purpose.
Leah says Israel is provoking Iran on purpose.
You know, it's one of those deep state things, and I got to tell them that's just stupid. You really want to cause the rest of the world to go to war? I know you're.
Yeah, but they kind of do.
I understand.
I think they kind of do. You should see Leah's faces. Okay. That wraps us up. Oh, check out the website, guys. Seriously. I had, and you can thank these people for this. I wanted to sit down and write another article and put together a our show from today in a format that is, and I still may do so tomorrow, to kind of reiterate the things that we talked about, put links in there for you, and I'm hoping to be able to do that more, probably not for every episode, but it's resistancechicks.com. Subscribe there. You literally can do that, so you get an email notification every time I put out a new post, which may not just, it may not be our shows. I want to share the Poland interview on there, so you guys know how you can find that there.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm also going to see if I can find...
Oh my gosh, the Caravan to Midnight.
The Caravan to Midnight.
Did he say if we put it on our website, we could put it up?
And so I'm hoping, I'm going to get in touch with John B. Wells' dude, Jim, and see if we can't get that
cool
interview up here for you guys to watch, because that'll be really fun.
It was really good. It was so fun.
It was really fun. We enjoyed that.
We did it so late at night. It was 11 o'clock or something crazy. It was funny.
Okay, so this is so, I love the resistance. So what? What video on News Unit do we do first? Do we hit first? They're going to gang up on it. It's so great.
You guys. If you feel like doing it, but seriously.
You know what? They do, because they love us. And we love you guys, too. All right, here we go. I hate when I get to do just like a Michelle show, which Leah's here too, but I love being like just with you guys.
Boss.
I love being the boss.
Yeah, when you were gone, it was like, I just say whatever I want. Michelle can't look at me. She doesn't interrupt me.
We're definitely sisters. Just bookmark the website. Thanks, Tim.
It's
Sweet
like
dreams.
Playing doubles tennis.
It is.
You know, it takes way more skill to play doubles.
It does. So what if you go live about this? I'm gonna have my mom tell me, because I want to be there. She usually keeps an eye on your live shows and lets me know. So all right, I'm definitely going this time. Good night. I love you. We'll see you. Thank you, Lee. You're so childish. It's just like a little kid. This was a fun show. I was cold all alone. We're famous enough to have every day about us, and to have our integrity of our community.
The Bible actually says forbid not to marry.
Yeah, the Bible says forbid not to marry. So
marry.
don't forbid people to marry. Do not do that.
I want to get married.
Yeah, I definitely want to get married, Lord willing. And it is the Lord's will. I may be 80 and I may be like Sarah, and I'm still having children. God's gonna do it. He's gonna take. It is funny. It's not funny. It's the truth. Sarah laughed. That's why. That's why her name got changed.
It's not funny.
Or Isaac means laughter, or something like that. Who's that? Okay, I'm really going now. All right. Bye, guys. Wait.